Hi everyone, I want to introduce a new fragrance in my collection that I have recently grown quite an addiction to wearing, okay? It's so beautiful. This is Scherzo. The back reads, "You're the only girl I've seen for a while that actually did look like something blooming. By F. Scott Fitzgerald, Tender is the Night." How romantic or cheeky, I'm not sure. So let's open. This is the 50ml. I really admire the design of the perfume bottle. It's really simplistic, but it's really arty, and I love pink. And I like the kind of melting or the dripping effect on the bottle. I've also noted some finer print, which I can't fully read, but it's quite poetic. It says something like, when this died away on the summer air, she walked on between kaleidoscope peonies, something, like sugar flowers in confectioner's windows. Scherzo of colour could reach no further. Intensity, it broke off suddenly in mid-air. But it's kind of like covered with the art. This is so romantic. That's quite special, isn't it? Let's have a spray of this beautiful fragrance. Oh wow. Every time I wear this fragrance, I just enjoy it so. It's absolutely gorgeous. No exaggeration. It is the most beautiful, sweet rose oud. Let me give you more detail about the description. So Scherzo is a musical definition. From what I found out, Scherzo means a vigorous, light or playful composition, typically comprising a movement in a symphony or a sonata. So it's all like musically themed. And it is actually playing on my skin. If I'm going to go with how it's been named, it does play on your skin. The notes dance all over. Honestly, it just, well, it is very playful. The notes are vigorously released because it's an instant like fragrance cloud that appears, and yeah, it's just well, it's making me move in a musical way, I suppose. You know, I just want to be playful with what the perfumer is trying to get across to us. I also feel really sexy when I wear this perfume. I feel like this is for special occasions, okay? This is for a sexy date night, anniversary, possibly wedding day fragrance. And it's just, it's really sensual and it's not shy, okay? It's a very romantic perfume that is not shy. The sillage is great on me. The chemistry with me and this perfume is just so magical. I love it. Now, I've loved this perfume for a long time, okay? And it's ranging between 100 and 150 pounds, I think. But if you go into a Miller Harris store, you're sure to get a discount, because you know what it is. In retailers, they want your email address, and your email address will allow you to get some kind of discount on a first purchase, and that's how I was able to obtain this fragrance on a discount. So yeah, please go into a Miller Harris store and they will look after you. I had exceptional customer service, like amazing, in Covent Garden, so I would definitely recommend that store. Oh, just love this perfume. I have got so many compliments wearing this fragrance from men and women. It's so beautiful. Even though you get recognized, I don't personally recognize this fragrance out and about, and that may be because it's a niche brand, you know, it's not widely available. You have to either buy this online or go into a Miller Harris store. But it's just so beautiful. Okay, so let's talk about the notes. Okay, so in the top notes, we've got tangerine and artemisia. And artemisia is basically a sexy word for wormwood. Then in the heart, we have olibanum, pittosporum, rose, and narcissus. And in the base, we have vanilla, agarwood, oudh, and sweet notes and patchouli. This is a very special type of oud that I can wear. It's that sexy feminine oud. I don't know if you're like me. I struggle with the really like deep oud fragrances that are really kind of like woody. They kind of choke me, and as much as I appreciate them, I can't really wear them comfortably. I love smelling them, and I love smelling them on other people, but when I wear them, it kind of gives me headaches and I can't really enjoy it. So when I go shopping, when I go to perfume counters and so on, I always say, let me try a very feminine, like sweet, fresh oud. And they kind of get the idea of what I mean. And this is what this fragrance is to me. It's that wearable oud that is really sexy, feminine, sweet, but it's not headache inducing. At the same time, it draws in a crowd. I'm telling you, this is very sexy and you will get attention. You know, it's definitely a compliments puller, but forgetting, you know, the attention that you get from the fragrance, just to appreciate it as a fragrance, just to wear it, to me, it's captivating, it's sexy, and it just takes you to, a place where when you get ready, you're getting ready. You know, you make that extra effort because you're matching your outfit and your mood with the fragrance. You know, this is not something that you'd wear to the shops like just casually. This is a statement fragrance, and it could actually be someone's signature fragrance, but I think it's like, it's a fragrance that when you wear it, it just kind of like, to me, it fills the room. I don't know if other people have that experience, but it wears like 8 hours plus on me. I can smell it the next day. You know, if I wear this and I like roll up in bed, then it's kind of in my bed sheets, and it's just such a good fragrance, and it's worth the price. You know, there are a lot of niche fragrances that have got a high price tag, and you know, it's just like, to me, they wear off. Some of them just wear off, and it's like, what am I paying my money for? You're getting your money's worth out of this, most definitely. You know, when you wear this fragrance, it's just going to just last and last, and it's going to also hold memories. So if this is your wedding day fragrance, or if you want to kind of like wear it for someone special, you know, something like that, or if it's for your birthday, you're going to remember the fragrance that you wore on those days, and it will be this, okay? I absolutely adore it. I would like to talk to you about the person who created the brand Miller Harris. Miller Harris was founded in 2000 by Lynn Harris, and Lynn Harris is a British female perfumer. She was raised in Yorkshire and Scotland, and she studied and trained in perfumery in France, in the perfume capital of the world, Grasse. So Lynn Harris worked with the Robertet Group, which is also based in Grasse, and the Robertet Group is a French fragrance and flavour manufacturer, and they specialise in using like raw materials, and they've been around since like 1850. But the Robertet Group also have a school for perfumers, and it's like the it school to study at in Grasse. Can you imagine, you want to be a perfumer and you go to Grasse to learn everything? Oh my goodness, it's like a dream. Can you imagine wanting to be a perfumer and getting the opportunity to study in like the perfume capital of the world? How amazing. So yeah, the Robertet school is kind of like the it school for perfumers, right? Anyway, Lynn Harris, I think she sold like shares in her company, and she left Miller Harris in 2015, and she set up a new perfumery called Perfumerie, I think it's called. So yeah, it's a little bit like Jo Malone. You know, Jo Malone like sold her business, or sold it to Estee Lauder, and then she's left it and she's made Jo Loves London, I think it's called. So yeah, I like Lynn Harris's style. I was looking at some images on Google, and you know, she's kind of got like this kind of geek chic laboratoire look, and you know, she's really young, and I just thought, wow, like my hat's off to her, you know. What an amazing accomplishment. I don't know if you've ever visited a Miller Harris store, but if you come to London, there are a few stores scattered across the city, and they are beautiful. The displays when you go into store, and the customer service is fantastic. You can smell Miller Harris. Like if you're coming to visit a Miller Harris store, you can smell it from a few yards away. I think as a fragrance lover, you know, I would say that if you love perfumes, you are going to really enjoy a visit to Miller Harris. Also, I'm just going to give you some information, something that I found out about the company. They offer a fragrance profiling experience, and the prices are between £75 to £150. And on their website it says what to expect. It says a one-to-one discussion with a fragrance expert where you will smell all our fragrances and be asked questions about what you like and don't like, what perfume means to you, and scented memories you treasure. This could take up to an hour. The full value of the gift voucher is redeemable against whichever fragrance you end up choosing to buy after your profiling. A unique experience in either our latest flagship store at Coldrop Yard, described as a feast for the senses, or Monmouth Street, which is more intimate and private, at our wonderful store in Canary Wharf. You know what? Canary Wharf is a really lovely area for shopping, okay? I would say it's kind of like an adult shopping zone. You know, they've got two malls, Canada Place and Jubilee Mall, and you know, they've got loads of shops like Jo Malone, Bobbi Brown, they've got Charlotte Tilbury, you've got your Fenty Beauty, Dior, you know, Boots, Waitrose, Zara, you know, shops like that. And you've got your Miller Harris, but you don't really have like a hustle bustle of families. So you don't have like lots of kids and buggies and prams and pushchairs and like a busy environment like West End or perhaps like Stratford Westfield shopping centre. Canary Wharf is really kind of like corporate zone. You've got lots of banks and lawyers, and you've got the city boys in the evening. So it's a really nice place to go shopping. I'm reading what the customers are saying, like the reviews are really outstanding. This is a really good birthday treat, Mother's Day treat, Christmas treat. This is something that I would love to receive. You know, I would love to experience something like that. So yeah, I'm going to look into that. So Miller Harris is described as a British luxury niche perfumer. And I think that it's growing. You know, they're opening more stores and people are getting more familiar with the name. But it's just a really enjoyable, fresh, kind of like youthful brand, and I really enjoy the fragrances there. So I hope you've enjoyed this review. If I was on a desert island and you told me I could only take 10 fragrances, this would be definitely one of the 10. That's how much I adore it. So order a sample, go into store. They seem to be very generous. You know, if you have like a chit-chat conversation with the people that work there, they want you to enjoy the brand. They don't seem to be like pushy with sales. They just want you to enjoy the fragrance. And I know that this is one of their best sellers, so give it a try. Wow, that was really fun actually. That was a really nice brand to discover with you. So yeah, I'll see you soon guys, and as always, all my love to you and your loved ones, and smooches.